Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. Over 75,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, iPhone, or MP3 player.
What's up, everybody? You've got the soon-to-be Pulitzer Prize award-winning author and agent to the stars, the pop superstar crossover mainstream media sensation, GQ Money, and I listen to the Wrestling Mayhem.
Wrestling Mayhem Show.
.com.
It's the best day of the week. Today is the day that you have chosen to listen to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. This is DJ Lunchbox, putting it the fuck down for you. Let's fucking do this. Monday night, you know it must be raw. Leaders being a whore and not wearing a bra. Seen his damn belt still spinning around his waist. I can shit better rhymes on what comes out of his face. Tuesday night and it's EC Dub. Michael Q Knoxville join the club. If you're sick of the shit, scream out boo boo. This ain't EC Dub and we can tell that too. Wednesday night, ROH on DVD, the best wrestling on the planet to the nth degree. Joe Damon's delirious, Daniel City, Kimikaze, Homicide, the Rottweilers, and Kenta Kobashi. Thursday night, TNA on Spike. Bruce's spoken, so that means I'm...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Wrestling Mayhem Show 243. We're here. It's the election night edition. It's Indecision. Wait, that's somebody else. It's Mayhem Decision 2010. We got the polls right here, live broadcasting. And there's a secret word.
Do we even say it?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Of course, with me, we got a little bit of Mayhem later tonight. We got the Wrestle Fan.
Woo! It is Tuesday, and that is time. It means it is time for wrestling. It is time for Mayhem, and it is time for the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Are you writing these things now?
I'm trying to improve on my intros.
And then another man who's no stranger to the polls. Man, Mike, how you doing?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
Yes, if you haven't seen his Facebook, he was the Joker, and he still is. So how's your election day going? I know for the Wrestle Fan, did you have no school today?
No, we still had school.
Oh, so
they just blocked off a certain area of our school. Yeah, it was a sad day.
It was a sad day.
There was like two people.
Two people. Oh man, that's the so your part of Texas isn't great. Yeah. Okay.
There's very little change in Texas. Most often.
There's no change. There's no change. They still think they're their own country. So
it's probably true.
Which yeah.
Take down that flag.
And like I said, we do have the polls right in front of us. Whereas as they turn in the results, we'll be keeping an eye on it. Right now, with only a mere 1% in, Blumenthal's beating McMahon, and it just turned over, so I'm not sure. 80% to 19%. Again, that's only 1% of the polls. It started off, he was beating them 91-9. So we'll see what happens throughout the night.
So she's gaining in the polls, folks.
She's gaining. Oh man, they're going nuts in the chat room on this one.
Oh, this will be fun.
All right. We lost our intern. Where did our intern go? All right. Again, if you've stumbled onto us so far, I'm sorry. And you can find out more about us over at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can find everything out about the show and what's going on there. And of course, Twitter us at Mayhem Show. If you want to give us an email and tell us about how our political musings are so misguided, you can drop them off to goodtimes at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or drop us a line vocally at 412-206-WMS0. And if you have that handy dandy iPhone app, looks kind of like that, guys. You can get all of those right at your fingertips and all the extra content that we're delivering to you thanks to our friends at Wizard Media. So go check that out. It's $1.99 in your app store. It works on your iPad. There's going to be new versions for the iPhone, or I'm sorry, for the iPad and Android in the near future, I'm told. So keep an eye out for that.
And all you Verizon people, iPads going to Verizon, you can look on the Mayhem through Wi-Fi that actually works.
We actually discussed that tonight on the Awesome Cast. So you never know. I might be seeing a little bit of Verizon in my future. Aside from the wonderful Fios we're on right now, delivering this show to you. Man, they should sponsor me. Anyways.
We need sponsors.
We need sponsors. Let's get right into the fan mail right off the bat. A very special one. DJ Lunchbox misses out tonight. Mr. WrestleFan.
Yeah, sadly we didn't get a whole lot of fan mail tonight, but it doesn't matter because we got the best mail. We got the other mail from Juggalo Jamie.
Fantastic.
And I am reading on behalf of DJ Lunchbox.
Yes.
Now, just in case you are new to the Mayhem Show, for those of you who don't know, if you have young children present, you might want to bring them ever so close to you. Huddle them under your arms.
What?
Because you're about to be told a story.
Oh, Juggalo Jamie will teach you so much. Hi, Luckbox. College sucks dirty pirate ass.
What the hell?
I watched TNA, I don't remember when, and Jeff Hardy still fucking rocks. Goddamn, I love boobs. I'm against CM Punk I'm against CM Puck whole straight edge thing, and he doesn't know how fun drugs are, just ask me, damn it. Fucking big tits.
Whoa.
There's the Juggalo Jamie mail for this week.
Oh, man.
Juggalo Jamie, you should run for Congress.
Oh, boy.
I'd love to see those campaign ads.
Can't be worse than kicking children in the face.
Hates Samoans.
Awesome. Let's get into we actually do have a voicemail from the Big Freaky. I think the rest of his emails fall in the category of WrestleFans Indie Minute, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And a little bit of this one too. He has a little bit of an explanation for himself after his intimidation tactics that we had to deal with last week. So here's what's going on with him.
Oh, by the way,
yeah.
Since I wasn't here last week, Freaky, you scared the shit out of me, man. and I was walking through Central Park. I frightened small children because of the look on my face. They thought my grandmother just died or something. So, whenever you need, Freaky, really, done. Whatever it is, just,
Mike, that is Mike, do you understand why I'm using his emails in the Indie Minute this week? I am worried. I'm worried he will find where I live.
That's right. It's yeah. What is with our fans threatening us lately? He's not the first one. Yeah.
Oh, and he will not be the last.
To be fair,
he will not be the last,
I have threatened some of the fans.
Yeah, I guess it's due. So
it's due.
So.
Of course, the show where the fans threaten us, I'm not here. So, go figure.
Payback time.
Hey, All right, here's what Big Freaky's got to say this week.
Aloha, Mayhem Nation. This is Big Freaky, earning my name. I'm calling you and a break from the Northeast Ohio Witches Ball.
Fantastic.
And that frightens one person in the audience. Anyway, There has been some misconceptions and misunderstandings, and I need to explain it. I didn't call Lunchbox a whiny bitch because he bashes the indies. I'm calling him a whiny bitch because of his incessant whining about TNA, and ultimately, actually, I think there are some uneven, and you're going to have to forgive me if I do the stalling and that air that Sorg hates, but it's the Witch's Ball, and there are just things that are going to take my breath away for a moment or two. Like that right there.
You're on the phone.
It's a good thing
You're
I
on
don't
the
have
phone.
video for this.
It's a radio show.
Anyway.
Well, it's...
I'm really riding hard on the indies. One, because the NWA is the solution
Oh, jeez.
to everything you're bitching about.
Oh, wait, we gotta play that.
Half of it, maybe. But two, because Lunchbox, he says, I hate TNA, and he's always on them. And him and Mike overanalyze every little aspect of TNA.
I don't overanalyze that animal.
Watching it!
Holy shit.
Quit paying attention to it. Give that attention to somebody who, I don't know, would actually appreciate it.
Okay.
Because, hey, I'll tell you what, I was talking at the last TNA show in Canton. I was talking to one of the wrestlers. I talked to Jeff Jarrett about it, and I didn't specifically mention you guys, but just the internet podcasts that go on that talk about wrestling. He said, you know, in the ones that really hammer you. Again, I wasn't specifically talking about you, but what the guy told me was, hey, you notice that they're talking about us, and honestly, we don't care if they do or not. We're not asking them to. We're not begging them to talk about us. We're not begging them to watch it. If they think we're so horrible,
actually, they are begging us to watch it.
We
they
must
do
be doing
beg to
something
watch
right for the
every
fact
week.
that they're not. But yes. And no, I'm not drunk. I wasn't drunk last week.
Did we say
I
shit?
just have the power of the real world heavyweight champion coursing through my veins.
Whoa, what does that mean?
God damn, I
it can't
didn't
be
know that
good.
was legal. Anyway, sorry, distracted by the witch's ball. Back to business.
Wow.
My friends, you're missing the point.
And that's the end.
Wow.
I don't know if
In
there's more.
all fairness, we watch TNA because we have journalistic integrity. Just like when I watch NXT.
Yes.
Also, in fairness, I watch TNA because I have trouble sleeping. I'm usually out by the main event, so.
Oh boy! But he brings up some good points.
I'm not joking. The past couple weeks, I have fallen asleep right before the main event of Impact every week, and it's not for lack of doing anything. Just sitting up, it makes me very tired.
Jeez. All right. That's admirable, I guess. Yeah, I actually brought up the Cleveland Witches Ball.
Sorg,
yes,
we have a poll update.
We do have a poll update. Ah!
It's already over.
Yeah, I see they're projected. Well,
yeah.
This always bothered me just on principle. Now I'm seeing only 2% is in, and they're already projecting that Blumenthal has won.
Yep.
Bullshit.
I never liked that. So
in our first round knockout, Blumenthal has defeated McMahon.
It's still 50.
Blumenthal has defeated McMahon.
It's still not that bad. 55 to 44%. So it's not a blowout by any means. Yeah.
I bet Vince is watching this at the SmackDown tapings, and as soon as he sees the result is in, they're immediately going to have Kelly start stripping again on SmackDown.
I was wondering about that after that skit. We'll get into that a little bit later. So we'll keep an eye on that, see if there's any maybe surprise changes in the other, I don't know, 98% of the polls that need to be turned in. So
probably.
Yeah, I know. Usually
Sorg,
it isn't.
Sorg, this is Connecticut, not Florida. They know how to count there.
It's 2000 all over again.
Could be interesting. Anyway, well, okay. With that, I don't think there's anything else that snuck in under the radar. If you want to go ahead, Mr. WrestleFan.
I'll go on with our Indie Minute for this week. One of the things I wanted to mention was this past weekend was the Dragon Gate USA pay-per-view. Bushido quoted the Warrior. It was actually a really great event. I saw most of it on the show. It was a great showing. The whole show revolved around the three big stables in Dragon Gate USA, World One, Warriors, and Kamikaze USA, drafting U.S. members to their team. Mm-hmm. That was a big thing of the night. However, it was after the whole event, a new team was formed. I believe Americans USA, led by friend of the show Johnny Gargano. Other members included Chuck Taylor, Rick Swan. Originally Gargano was begging to be a part of Shima's, not Shima Zion, but Shima from Dragon Gate's Warriors team, Warriors International. However, he decided that he was going to form his own team. So we're looking to see how that will turn out in the future. There was also a very bloody war between Jimmy Jacobs and John Moxley in a I Quit match. It was a last man standing match. Sorry, very bloody. Jimmy Jacobs got cut open really bad. So yeah, that was definitely a great match. Jacobs coming out on top and claiming that he was going to now pursue the Freedom Gate Championship and hopefully hold his first singles championship in his first major singles championship in his wrestling career. So that is something to look forward to. There was a great event there. And honestly, it was a great also streaming event since that was their first live pay-per-view on Go Fight Live. So great showing. Also, speaking of Go Fight Live, another promotion is now looking to get internet pay-per-view. If you like women's wrestling, WSU, their first internet pay-per-view will be this weekend on Saturday. The main event being Mercedes Martinez taking on former WWE diva Jazz. Nice. For the WSU championship. So that is going to be a great match. If you want more information, go to wsuwrestling.com. Also, as I mentioned before, Big Freaky sent me some indie news. A lot of dragging. There was also a big in Japan. There was a big Chikara versus Osaka Pro event. Said to be really great. Representatives from Osaka Pro Wrestling in Japan as well as Chikara fighting out. Frightmare, Lindsay Dorado, Tim Donst. And Osaka Pro picking up the win in the series of matches that was held, 3-1. So, hopefully there'll be more of a connection with, Chikara and Osaka Pro. Actually, there was a, team Osaka Pro at this year's, King of Trios. So, maybe they'll develop more of a connection, between the two. And they also, Big Freaky also sent, IPW, released a set of their DVDs on smartmarkvideo.com, Insanity Pro Wrestling, in the Indianapolis era. Looks like, great cards all around. John Moxley, Drake Younger, Brian Danielson when he made his, return to the Indies after being fired from WWE. He has a match in there. A lot of great wrestling. If you want to check that out, go to, smartmarkvideo.com. And go buy some wrestling DVDs, support some, great wrestling companies out there. And that's pretty much all I have for indie news this week in wrestling.
Fantastic. And I think that's all we got here for first half. Let's take a little sneak peek at your gold for this week, and we'll be right back after this.
Oh yeah. well, I hung out with Harley Quinn this weekend.
And how do we have LB not on this week when Lita came back?
It's time, get in line, cause you're gonna make a change. Kicking ass, shaking names, speaking irons.
We are reasonable for Winnipeg. Sam Cates, he kicks children in the face.
Hey, this is Sarah Del Rey, and you're listening to the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
You're watching the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
This is awesome.
Online at WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Mayhem crew is holding their breath for me to start, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Mayhem Show.
That was good.
243. Was the intern? Were you holding your breath too? Were you? No, her ears are bleeding from the singing that was going on. That will be on the gold.
Must be bleeding from joy.
She can't talk when she's holding her breath, she says. And other things involving her mouth, she says. Yeah, we got Hot Wheels joining us for the round table, so we can get our black quota in since CJLB's not here.
Leading the way as always.
Yes, I am.
This week I want to talk to you about, again, we still have it. Audible still has not unsponsored us as an affiliate, so please, of course, you can get your free audiobook and support this show and everything at sorgatronmedia.com. We're trying to do audiblepodcast.com/sorgatronmedia. One free audiobook, cancel any time, and those books that you pick up there or buy later are yours to keep. 14 days free to try out everything that you have the offer there. Now, Mad Mike, you said you just picked something up. So what'd you get?
Mad Mike doesn't have anything, but Dashing Mad Mike does.
Dashing Mad Mike does not believe in reading, therefore he picked up a book on Audible.
No, Dashing
Yes.
Mad Mike does not know how to read.
Or intern says that Dashing Mad Mike does not know how to read.
Excuse me, I have a fucking master's degree. I know how to read.
You're Mad
I just
Mike,
don't like it.
not Dashing Mad Mike.
What did Mitchie just say?
It says you're Mad Mike, not Dashing Mad Mike. I don't know. She's very confused right now.
Dashing.
Anyways, there's a book. What are you reading?
There is a book. There is a book. Listen, you're listening to the Wrestling Mayhem show.
That's us.
So you like profanity. You're listening on election day, which means you know what politics are, and who doesn't love old people? Because we all do. Let's be honest. We're all gonna be old people one of these days. So if you want an old guy screaming profanity about politics, I highly recommend to download Lewis Black's book, Nothing's Sacred. It's fantastic. And it's Lewis Black. It's about 5 hours long. And if you've ever seen any of his work on The Daily Show, or any of his comedy specials, or him as the dean in the movie Accepted, you'll want this book, and you'll want to listen to it forever and a day, especially now that all the political ads are going to be over as of tonight. You're going to need something to bake your brain with. So Lewis Black's Nothing Sacred.
And we got a little bit of a clip here, so you can check out a little preview. Let's see here. Oh, I'm on the wrong computer, aren't I? So no preview.
Preview.
If you want a preview, you better go to Audible.com.
I will do my Lewis Black impression.
Oh no.
Yes. Ah! Fuck! Politics! Fuck!
And if it wasn't for that horse. Sorry, we got a little bit of feedback going on with Hot Wheels. Apparently, the medics are calling him. I don't know what's going on there. So we'll deal with that as we go here. Let me see if I can get this going. But yeah, and I'm still enjoying my Zappos book I bought a couple weeks ago. It's been that Friday commute where I've had to drive about an hour and a half out to a mental hospital. That didn't sound
wow.
That didn't sound
okay.
Right. But it's helped. It's helped, and reading about starting a business is fantastic.
Wait, what?
What?
Starting a business out of a mental hospital.
No,
Listen,
that's not what I said at all. Here's a little preview.
I'm confused.
Filled with wonderfully funny works that have successfully covered that subject by writers from Art Buchwald to P.J. O'Rourke to Michael Moore. I am no David Sedaris or Dave Barry or Mark Twain. Jesus, Mark Twain. Not only was he funny, but he's dead, and he's still funny.
What?
I picked up a cup of coffee and stared off into space. It's not so romantic when you actually have to have thoughts and write them down, especially now that I apparently had a severe case of ADD. My head just couldn't wrap itself around a topic. Because
there you go. There's a little preview there, Lewis Black. Go check it out, audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. Support. Oh, what?
I wasn't listening.
The intern's talking to me and doesn't realize she's not on the mic.
No, I realized I'm not on the mic.
She realizes she's not on the mic. It's... Oh, jeez. All right. Well, let's get back to the rest of the show.
Rest of the show.
Now,
intern needs to be mic'd up.
Yeah, we're working on that. We're running out of plugs down here in Mayhem Studio.
The intern's running out of plugs.
Anyways, so there was a discussion I noticed on Twitter the other night, and I thought we should bring it up here and continue.
You mean the discussion where WrestleFan is wrong and won't admit it?
Of course I am, Mike.
Who wants to describe exactly what happened on TNA this week that got you guys up in arms on Twitter?
Does Mike want to begin?
Oh, wait. The discussion about TNA? Which one was
Yes.
I thought we were talking about the one from last night.
As opposed to the 5 other discussions we fight about on Twitter.
Yes.
You guys, if you guys don't follow these guys on Twitter, they apparently hate each other. Or at least their opinions of wrestling. I mean, these guys are at each other's throats half the time. And then it's really funny.
WrestleFan in the neck.
And it's really funny when WrestleFan asks Mad Mike how old he is. So
yeah,
27. I don't care. I'll stab him in the neck. I will gut a 15-year-old. I don't care.
It's just
I'm crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So one of these particular incidents happened this past week on TNA. I'm just going to leave you guys. What happened?
WrestleFan, open this.
Well, I think the one he's referring to is one of the big things was they had a match where they were going to have a match between Anderson and Jeff Jarrett and Bischoff. The storyline was Bischoff was forcing Anderson to wrestle, even though doctors told him not to because of his concussion. This led to the Matt Morgan face turn, where he told Bishop about the liability of it. Described how much of an issue concussions are in wrestling, that we didn't know the same stuff that we knew 20 years ago. And it was a very interesting discussion, and I thought it talked about a very interesting issue in professional wrestling.
And
I thought it was shit.
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, it's not it wasn't not an interesting point.
Mm-hmm.
I get what they're doing, storyline purposes and everything like that, but I think it's just kind of for TNA. Like, I think if someone like ROH did this, it'd be a little bit more believable. But TNA frequently shows people using objects that can murder someone.
Yes.
Like, legitimately murder someone. Like, we were led to believe that RVD was bludgeoned with a fucking board that had nails in it. We had a guy physically take two fans from the crowd, threatened to kill them, and no one stopped anything. So, I guess my issue isn't really with the angle itself, because Anderson didn't end up wrestling, and the proper message was told. But TNA doing it doesn't exactly work for me.
Okay.
Just because they have upped their violence quotient so much that it's ridiculous. And now they're trying to do a story where someone is just randomly concerned about a dude with a concussion.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why isn't Matt Morgan concerned that, hey, look, someone is stabbing Rob Van Dam multiple times with a board covered of nails? Like, that is a little bit more life-threatening than a concussion.
I did like the comment he made when he was in the ring with Jarrett, saying that we have 45-year-old man with the minds of 85-year-old Alzheimer patients, because of it's a sad truth, and I think whether it was TNA being legit about it or not, it was still something that needed to be addressed, I think. And I agree with the whole them upping their violence. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but other than that, I thought it was a very good thing by TNA.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think
they still do the blunt shots to the head.
Have they done them lately?
Yeah, they have.
When's the last time that you've seen? I don't know. I haven't caught it.
Jarrett just threw Angle head first into the back of the announce desk.
Okay, now that's something that can be covered up, though.
Yeah,
really?
I mean,
he was handcuffed.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. TNA, you can't send two messages at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it. You can't send a message that you're actually concerned for people with concussions. Like, but if Morgan was so concerned about this, why didn't he stop Jarrett from attacking Angle? and throwing his head into it.
And again, of course, we're talking more on a violence and concussion angle here, but is this really so different than WWE having a character that kind of is the bad guy talking about straight edge and anti-drug messages, and then having a drug policy? I mean, isn't that kind of a same kind of doublespeak there?
But CM Punk, like, people who have promoted against CM Punk say they approve of his message.
Yeah.
They just don't approve how he's going about it.
Okay.
There's a difference because he's being self-righteous about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Triple H said in the ring when Punk tried to recruit him, Triple H was like, listen, straight edge, that's great. No drugs, no alcohol, no booze, that's fine. I'm with you. I'm straight edge too. But you gotta be a real prick about it, don't you?
Yeah.
And Rey Mysterio even said the same thing. Rey even said that if he had joined the Straight Edge Society, he could get this positive message out to kids, but he just doesn't want to be with Punk.
Well, but no offense, but Rey's no one to talk about that kind of stuff with his history with the wellness policy.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that, but...
Yeah. Well, yeah. Another interesting note I wanted to point out from the whole concussion storyline was Chris Nowitzki, who is the founder of the Sports Legacy Institute, was asked about the storyline, and he said, quote, I was extremely pleased to see the concussion storyline as it was executed on TNA. I think it was a positive portrayal of the issue, and it was great to see Matt Morgan treated as a babyface for his concern about the consequences of returning to the ring so soon after a concussion. Matt Morgan has been an energetic supporter of the Sports Legacy Institute and this issue, and I was proud to see him able to reach millions with this message. However, I must note that I am not happy that the storyline was generated by a chair shot to the back of the head of Ken Anderson, another SLI supporter. But I was told it was not scripted that way. I hope TNA knows the cause and effects of that hit and puts more in place, training, fines, etc., to prevent future use of the chair in that manner and keep top talents in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I love Chris Nowinski.
And then I wondered at what point, how much of this is, I can't believe that TNA's telling people to go take headshots. This is the wrestlers doing what they know to do and go the extra mile.
True.
Because they're the ones that need educated.
But Sorg, tell them not to.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them not to.
Mm-hmm.
Those are your fucking employees.
Yeah.
You tell them what to do. You tell them what not to do. Like WWE does it.
Like Mike Nowitzki said, institute fines maybe too. If that were to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they'd save money that way too.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, I see exactly where Nowitzki's coming from, and it's kind of my main issue with it. That's why I said, like, if ROH did something like that, where they don't really have overly violent matches,
yeah,
the storyline can come across as a bit more realistic. But just 2 months ago, TNA had someone massacring someone else.
But yeah, I don't think Ring of Honor is the place to do it, because you would have seen the table and chains match and everything that they had on Ring of Honor between Carino and Colbert and everybody involved.
Especially the last match they had on pay-per-view.
Well, I didn't see the pay-per-view one.
Well, Carino or Steen was using I think Cabana's blood to paint the word "die" on a steel chair.
Yeah, that's. I don't think there's as much of an outcry about blood in particular in professional wrestling. It's more the headshots.
No, I agree.
Of course, and I'm saying I'm pretty sure when I saw the TV match with the tables, aside from the table spots just being kind of ugly from the way they came off, I'm pretty sure there was some pretty severe straight headshots in the match with chairs and such. So I mean, it's still happening there. Although I agree, it's kind of more of the environment because they kind of push themselves as more pure sport as far as their storylines and everything in competition. And I don't think. Could you see if WWE took this similar storyline, would you find it more acceptable, Mike?
No, not really.
Yeah,
I mean slightly.
Yeah,
slightly, I guess, because they actually have a policy against blunt shots to the head.
Yeah.
And they really haven't done it lately.
Yeah.
But I mean, just in the world of wrestling, that's not the place for it. That's not the place for it unless you're going to actually act on it and not just use it as lip service because Anderson got injured and TNA realized, oh shit, we don't have a babyface.
What do you think about this, Wills?
Oh, honestly, I agree with Mike. I mean, they did it basically because they are running out of faces and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I figure Matt Morgan is the best choice because how many times have we seen AJ flip-flop back and forth? So everybody gets sick of that already. So Matt Morgan is the best choice, and he's great on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think Matt Morgan's the best choice.
Yeah.
Do you think there would have been a better choice?
Rob Van Dam.
Well, he's talking about
the guy
going
who-
from heel to face.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't need to turn anyone. You have a best, like, the way the storyline is going. Rob Van Dam and Jeff Hardy are best friends. Jeff turned on him. Jeff hit him with the belt at the last pay-per-view. That, to me, signifies that they're going to have a feud.
No, I agree with that. My thing is like, well, and it was you mentioning last week. I remember that TNA didn't have enough faces. That they were, predominantly heels with the whole Immortal faction.
Yeah.
So this.
Team Hogan's Immortal new regime.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's a plus to move Morgan. And like Will said, I don't think I could find anyone else than Fortune that would stand up for that, especially with like Nowitzki said, with Morgan's support of his organization.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, and like we said, this is very atypical of what they've been doing in TNA. Obviously, kind of they're not, and we see this WWE. There's a lot of do as we say, not as we do. So you can't really, to a certain point, we can expect this from a company like that. So what do you think of the thought? Maybe this didn't come directly from TNA. Maybe this was like Matt Morgan's idea for a storyline that they ran with.
Well,
hence how it kind of stuck in there, versus everything else they were doing.
I would just like to know if this exact storyline would have happened had Anderson not been injured. That's what I wanted to know.
Probably not.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
not.
I mean,
and that's my point. They're not doing it to bring awareness to it. They just saw Anderson get hurt at the last show, realized
But that's
he wouldn't be able to go to the pay-per-view, and then they panicked and did.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. Is WWE really doing the stand-up for WWE because politicians aren't knowing their facts about the company and not knowing about, not researching professional wrestling? No, honestly, he's doing it because he wanted to boost Linda's campaign.
And it's a way to get the word out about WWE because everybody's going to talk about it.
Well, WWE, the stand-up for WWE campaign is, I think you have to handle it a little differently because WWE is a publicly traded company.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you have every media news outlet taking shots at WWE,
yeah,
regardless of whether or not they mention the election, as a publicly funded company, you need to stand up for your stockholders. You need to show them that, hey, we're not just going to take this lying down. We're going to show people that our company is positive and that we do a lot of stuff for charities and things like that. So I think, if anything, I mean, part of it was for Linda, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And part of it, I think a lot of it, is for the stockholders, so they don't see all this negative publicity and immediately start pulling out.
Okay, yeah. Definitely.
Because, if the Wrestling Mayhem Show were a publicly traded company...
God forbid.
God forbid. And someone started taking shots at us, we'd obviously say, hey, we're all for good things, like we love old people.
And breast cancer awareness.
Yes. Save the boobs.
We do. Save the boobs.
Save the boobs. Juggalo Jamie loves boobs. Do you?
We all love boobs.
And this is something. What do you guys think about what's going on with TNA and the concussion? Of course, it's a big issue. NFL is really getting into it too. So, I'm curious. What do you guys think? Hit us up. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. I think there's a discussion that needs to continue. So, moving on a little bit. I was very excited. I'm really sad that nobody from the original show is here right now. But Lita returned last night momentarily.
And the smell of whore wafted all the way over from the island into the Bronx.
I'm surprised Steam Machine hasn't come back yet.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't get like a call from him. We were like, "Well, I haven't heard from you in 2 years. What's going on?"
Lita came back.
Like, oh, Lita
long story.
There you go.
But it was interesting because I actually read the article about it, and she was actually a fan of Pee-wee's Playhouse, which is one of the reasons they brought her on.
Really? That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, Alex Riley, also a fan, by the way.
Yes.
As he was yelling afterwards when he got booted.
I love Alex Riley last night. He was so great.
Oh, he was. I love the Biz. I was really kind of more of a He-Man guy. WrestleFan passed along to me a video when Pee-wee gets an iPad. I'm amazed.
Yes.
So you think he just has like all of those props like in his house somewhere? Like, he has Cherry and I guess they probably built it up for his Broadway thing that he's doing. So.
Which I would love to see that. That would be amazing.
I think that might be a megabus trip right there. So,
really?
Yeah, it's Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yes.
Why not?
You don't respect Pee-wee's Playhouse like we do,
I still remember
Mike.
the time I went to SeaWorld when they still had it over here in Ohio, and they were doing a Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Where they do they do the ski shows, and then they do the night light show at the ski show area, and there was a Pee-wee Herman. But it was actually an impersonator, of course. But Pee Wee Herman. Oh yeah, right. Here's actually a picture of Lita with Pee Wee Herman. Oddly, Pee Wee looks like a cardboard cutout in that picture. But other than that, there you go.
Sadly, we're sad to report that after his appearance on Monday Night Raw, Pee Wee Herman was diagnosed with syphilis.
What happened to Hot Wheels? When did he roll off?
I don't know.
I come back to you guys and he's gone. What the hell?
Oh my god!
What the?
Maybe he felt he would contract syphilis through the
We can't hold a guest host to save our lives here on this show. He just freaking disappears.
Sorg.
I can see his electrical box though.
Did someone not put the stopper on his chair?
What kind of cereal? How does he have such high shelves? Anyways, let's move on. CM Punk and Undertaker both injured for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
I don't know if CM Punk.
Oh wait, he's coming back.
What just? I see him roaming in the background. Just here he comes.
Hot Wheels, you're the R2-D2 of this show.
I don't think he can hear you. Here he comes. All right, anyways.
Welcome back, Hot Wheels.
Welcome back, R2.
He's,
oh jeez,
he's still working on it.
He's still getting it. All right.
Hey.
So yeah, CM Punk
I don't
injured
think he's injured for the rest of the year.
You don't think? It says he's scheduled to undergo hip surgery and miss at least 3 months, according to ProWrestling.net. Additionally, Undertaker might be out until 2011, as there's a possible tear to his rotator cuff. No, I haven't seen his Twitter lately. What's going on there?
Yeah, his Twitter account. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. He's already gone for surgery. Apparently.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently CM Punk has already gone in for surgery, and he went to the gym today.
Wow. So maybe he's
more proof that CM Punk is God.
Yeah, he said, I just had surgery, did it myself, it was boring, headed to the gym.
What?
Why do you believe what they read on the internet?
He did it himself.
He did it himself.
Huh.
Go figure.
He must be Commando.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
CM Punk, you were
saying, I don't think he's out for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe it could be
if I was going to say, if not, he can always go back on commentary because that was amazing.
Yes.
He should permanently take Michael Cole's place on commentary.
Hell yeah.
Please.
In other news, speaking of guys like Michael Cole that probably got bullied in school, TNA launches an anti-bullying campaign called Eliminate the Hate. I believe this is the thing, as there was a picture here. This is when Jeff Hardy appeared on The Talk on CBS. That would be the one. That would be the picture I think that one of you guys sent me of him where he looks like the Joker beside this poor kid.
That would be me.
Oh my god! Is this? Have you seen this video? Is this worth playing on here?
It's no.
No,
it's not.
Not really.
It's the talk.
It's Meth Hardy.
It's Meth Hardy.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the message, but again,
Everybody does. But it's Hardy.
Again, TNA.
Yeah.
This is the guy who is still under investigation for possession of narcotics.
He is not the guy you want representing your.
Yeah, is this really how we want to do this?
Though they mention Anderson, Kazarian, D'Angelo De Niro as being bullied in their past. So I think it's a good. I agree. I think it's a good program. I think they need a different spokesperson.
Mm-hmm.
TNA needs a spokesperson. It needs someone who doesn't have something that's really publicly out there that is just
If anything, like AJ Styles would probably be a great, just spokesperson in general.
Yeah,
yes,
From all,
AJ Styles should be the face and voice of that company, but he's not.
But he's not because of the way he talks, to be honest.
He's not that bad of a talker compared to
It's a southern accent. It's that because you hear that and people are going like, oh, this guy's like Georgia wrestling or something. He's old WCW down south wrestling, and then you lose the broad appeal that you want from it. That's why
it's Air Styles.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have a John Cena. Kurt Angle's
Thank God.
Kurt Angle's too tainted to be the American hero that he needs to be a face of a company like that. Jeff Jarrett's, come on, Jeff Jarrett isn't a face of any kind of company. Well, they got Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan, but that's the closest they can get. If Hulk Hogan starts doing Make-A-Wish stuff when he's not in surgery, then maybe they have something. But I don't think
Hogan isn't the face of Rent-A-Center. He's let alone the face.
Yeah,
of
exactly. I mean, they don't have.
If he visits sick kids in the hospital, they'll be like, "Who are you? I want John Cena."
Yeah, I mean, TNA, and this is the first time, to my recollection, that TNA has ventured anywhere into charity of all of these years. So I think I don't know.
They've done Make-A-Wish stuff.
They've done Make-A-Wish stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
this is Make-A-Wish is
which honestly I think
advertising it.
Which I honestly think it's a smart move. It's a smart move, I think, by TNA because it makes them more of a. It makes them. I'm not saying they're trying to be like WWE, but it makes them more of a respectable company. Other than
it's a lesson they should learn from WWE.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's good for TNA any way they do it.
Definitely.
That's one good thing from WWE that TNA should copy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
For sure. All right, moving on here. WWE reveals a list of Hall of Famers who will appear on the old school 3-hour edition of Raw. I actually didn't know about this happening. November 15th edition of Raw.
There's three more 3-hour shows scheduled for this year.
This year? There's 2 months left.
This year.
Wow.
This year. There's one that's going to be the old school Raw.
Mm-hmm.
They're the 3-hour Slammy Awards.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if we talked about this before, but the King of the Ring.
That's happening this year. I thought we mentioned it was a 3 and 3.
Yes.
3-hour one.
Yeah, and
cool.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be one night only tournament.
Yeah. Back like it used to be. I thought WrestleFan just wheeled off himself.
No, I'm here.
I'm calling
Smarty
it now.
Pants.
All right,
calling it now. King Miz.
King Miz? That'd be great.
Miz.
That'd be great.
A crown and a briefcase made of gold.
Listed Hall of Famers for this one episode is Sergeant Slaughter, Dusty Rhodes, Jimmy Snuka, Roddy Piper, Iron Sheik, and Hacksaw Duggan. Billion Show, Raw, Old School. I'm looking forward to that one, actually. I like that. Too bad there's no Legend Killers going around right now. I'm sure Nexus will kill everybody. It'll be fantastic.
I want to see a Wade Barrett and Iron Sheik promo.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
And there you go with the same. Hey, Iron Sheik on a live mic's good on any night, right?
Yes.
So, I don't know. Well, then we didn't get too much into it. We talked about the politics, and we'll check in on the polls here actually real quick. And Blumenthal with 10% of the polls returned, 52% to 46, projected to win the race. So sorry, Linda.
Boo.
$50 million.
It's okay. Kelly's stripping right now.
Hope Vince stays in that coma. Yay, this will be the question. Are we going to see un-PG'd Raw next week? You know, will they do it that quick?
I don't think so. After the whole thing,
Right,
but
man, I don't know. What we saw last night kind of harkens back to, because there's a lot of potty humor in that. To be honest,
there was a lot of potty humor.
There was some ridiculousness. There was a fun, wonderful, almost 4-minute promo of Vince McMahon starring Freddie Prinze Jr. as the Doctor. Waking from his coma.
I see the little defibrillator thing. I'm like, who's dying? And then Freddie Prinze Jr. was. I'm like, Freddie Prinze Jr. Why are you?
When did he get a doctorate?
Well, I don't think he's qualified at all.
And then I saw Vince McMahon. I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be JR's colonoscopy all over again.
It was way better than colonoscopy, though. You gotta admit.
No, but it was way better than that. It was really funny.
I was hoping in a weird way, every time Vince kept yelling, I'm going to blow, I thought he was just going to rip one out, and I was just going to lose it.
Yeah, if they just did a really long fart sound effect, that would have been...
Yeah.
Or did like the little squeaking one as he was walking, like...
appealing to your audience. Every 5-year-old loves a good fart joke.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
While we're on the topic of PG wrestling and non-PG wrestling, I just want to kind of get this out there. The Attitude Era, we are all blinded by the Attitude Era.
We're going back to you're watching it lately, right?
Yes. We're all blinded by the Attitude Era. Granted, there was a lot of good stuff, but you gotta look for it.
There was some interesting stuff.
I'm serious. Like I think we long more for the competition than we do for the actual content. Because I'm telling you, we've been watching like 97 to 98 to 2000 Raws.
Oh, that was.
And that's knee deep in the Attitude Era. And oh man, like there is some stuff I wouldn't want them to say on the current product. And like it's not that it offends my delicate sensibilities or anything like that, because clearly I have none.
Clearly.
It just doesn't make sense. Like it doesn't work as well as it's like when you listen to Howard Stern for the first time. It's shocking. So you want to listen to it because you don't know what's going to happen next. But eventually, if you listen to Howard Stern for 3.5 years, his act is going to get really, really old. And I think that is what the Attitude Era kind of was. Like, I had an episode of Raw where Vince McMahon called Kane, the Undertaker's retarded half-brother, and said they're both two putrid pussies.
Oh my god.
Uncensored.
Here's something. Prince Magnus returns to us in the chat room, and he says Michael Cole called Santino a few Italian racial slurs last night on Raw. I didn't catch them myself.
I didn't notice that, no.
I don't think I remember him saying anything.
Though I was talking to DJ Lunchbox during that Santino segment was hilarious. How do I spell Sheamus? Oh God.
I was dressed like you, but they thought I was a ghost.
Here's a little bit of that. There's Vince waking from the coma with Freddie Prinze Jr. And remember, Freddie Prinze. This isn't so weird. Freddie Prinze Jr. I can't. It's too many names. Come on, guy.
Freddie.
Come on, guy. He used to write for them. He's a big fan of theirs.
No, he got rehired.
He got rehired. That's why he's
he got rehired.
Well, there you go. I mean, how lucky is Freddie Prinze Jr.? He gets to write for WWE, and he's married to Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I want his life.
Yeah,
I want his life.
Every man wants to be him, and yes, whatever however that goes.
Every guy wants to be him while every woman comes to see him.
According to Prince Magus, I keep screwing it up. I'm sorry. Great segment. Cole straight up called him a guinea.
Whoa.
So.
That is. Wow.
Wow. Okay. I don't think most people I don't think even knows what that is.
Is guinea really that bad though?
I mean, it's not. I mean, there's the obvious ones you shouldn't see on TV.
There are shirts called guinea tees.
Oh yeah.
I mean, maybe it's because I'm in the Bronx, but
well,
I don't think guinea's that bad. Like,
say you're in the Bronx, so who knows?
Yeah. And I'm
I mean,
Italian. I'm not offended by guinea.
I mean, you figure it's not like when R-Truth comes out, you didn't hear Michael Cole go, "Oh, great, here comes that," and I'm not going to say it.
Ninja is
like,
what we say on the show.
Comes out, like, why is that damn ninja rapping?
Exactly, ninja rap.
Exactly. Was it just me, or was on Raw this week with Michael Cole? Did Michael Cole have an extra glass of annoying?
I actually thought he had an extra glass of tolerable.
Oh yeah,
really?
I might just be adjusting to this new Michael Cole, but I didn't think he was that bad. Even the Daniel Bryan match.
Yeah,
I will never like Michael Cole.
I do enjoy the problems where they call him out and ask, "Have you been watching the last 4 minutes of this match?" I mean,
No, I love the moments on commentary where he just slips up and just makes some. Like I remember, it was on the episode of SmackDown where it got. I don't know how they got into it, but they got into like shaving their legs because I guess it was one of those dashing Cody Rhodes things. Mm-hmm. And Michael Cole's like, yeah, of course I shave my legs. Dashing Cody Rhodes helps me. And Matt Striker's like, what? Personally,
yeah, I saw that too. I'm like, lost it.
Yeah, I do actually enjoy the 3-man team on SmackDown, mostly because it's them versus Michael Cole, and then Matt Striker just being ridiculous and spinning off whatever he says off Edge's theme song that he can.
Matt Striker is hilarious.
This is why I want Striker and King to switch shows.
Mm-hmm.
I think Striker can make it on the main show.
Yeah, I want Michael Cole and Matt Striker on Raw. And I think King and Josh Matthews would actually be a really, really good team.
Or King and Todd Grisham.
Oh, Todd Grisham. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Todd Grisham.
But I agree with you, because Matt Striker, even though he provides a lot of jokes and stuff like that, he is becoming more of the play-by-play guy.
Yeah.
For SmackDown. And I think that's what they need on Raw, because they got Michael Cole, who's, playing the heel thing, and then Jerry Lawler, who's not really being the play-by-play guy.
It is interesting.
He's just kind of there.
Cole's becoming more color than usual.
Yeah.
I could honestly see, like, Striker and Cole as a new version of Heenan and Gorilla.
Yeah. I can see that.
Really good. Because they have a natural chemistry with each other that's kind of a love-hate relationship. Mm. Striker was a former wrestler.
Yeah.
And he can still call all the moves.
Yeah.
Mm. However, Michael Cole will not be
the asshole the whole time.
Michael Cole will never be Bobby Heenan, though.
No.
No, I'm not saying that they will.
No, I agree.
Just saying, the dynamic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree.
Fantastic.
And make the commentating. That would make the commentating, actually mean something.
Yeah.
As opposed to what they've done recently, just throwing a couple guys together.
Forget what's going on here. What's going on in the next pay-per-view? I just realized I still have video. Right, I should be showing NWA Hollywood at this point, shouldn't I? Hold on a second.
Unless you want Big Freaky to kill you.
Freaky's full of talk. Freaky is all talk.
Well, just in case.
Mad Mike, have you seen Big Freaky live and in person?
No.
Freaky's all talk. Has he seen me live and in person? Fuck no. You know who hasn't seen me live and in person? WrestleFan, because he doesn't let people know when he's in the greatest city in the fucking world.
I told you I was sorry.
I did not accept your apology.
Well, guys, was there anything else we want to pick up on before we head out of here?
Yes. Well, if you want to do really quickly, we can talk about Kevin Nash.
Sure. Oh, what's going on with Kevin Nash lately? I know there's some videos
Kevin
you sent
Nash.
Oh, he had some other commentary. Let me see if I can bring that up here.
Well, because Kevin Nash was gone. He was. I believe he got his release from TNA. From what he was assuming on Twitter. Not completely sure because he might still be involved in the thing with Sting, but whatever. But Kevin Nash and Sean Waltman were doing a shoot interview for High Spots. And Kevin Nash addressed the comment that Paul Heyman said on an AOL fan house interview where he was talking about his TNA calling him and asking him if he wanted to be a part of the company, him declining, and one of the quotes that Heyman said was, if I saw Paul Heyman coming into work for TNA and I was over the age of 40, I'd be scared shitless because I'd chop their fucking heads off. And that sounds harsh in the beginning, but he actually made a very valid point going on in the interview. But yeah, Kevin Nash pretty much made his rebuttal during the shoot interview, and Kevin Nash has always gotten the reputation for being a 14-year-old in a 50-year-old's body, and that kind of put the icing on the cake for him.
It was obvious that he was drunk and they were intoxicated in this interview, of course.
When are they not drunk?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, kind of add on to that. He was on Twitter apparently the other day and said, "Vince, let me in the Rumble. If I win, I get Undertaker at Mania. If I lose, I'll join the Kiss Your Ass Club at the next Raw." Deal. Which is, I think, just him messing around, of course. So
yeah. WWE kind of like
they don't know if Undertaker's going to be ready for next WrestleMania.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be sad if he didn't make WrestleMania after all the streak and everything with him? So.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll make it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean it's up in the air.
So.
But yeah, Nash. What is he? He said Paul Heyman was ugly. He needed hair plugs. He never drew a dime. And I'm like, has Kevin Nash looked in the mirror? You know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Time, hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys, guess what?
What?
TNA is a pay-per-view this weekend.
TNA's what?
Do they?
TNA has a pay-per-view this weekend.
Wait, I thought it was next weekend.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Nope, it's this weekend. Turning.
Holy shit, it is this weekend.
I wanted to check to make sure because I know sometimes we run into that problem where we forget there's a pay-per-view because they have.
Well, I knew it was close to my birthday. I knew it was around there, but I forgot it was going to be this Sunday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
That's next Tuesday. You can do that to me.
You get TNA pay-per-view.
I'd rather sit underneath Mad Mike while he has bad gas.
Oh,
yes, you would. Dude, that's like getting a TNA pay-per-view for your birthday is like the Marvel No Prize.
I actually can't find the information for their pay-per-view on their site.
Oh, I have it up.
Knockouts match Mickey James versus Tara.
Okay.
Which is good. You know, there's no title on the line. Which is great.
But I mean, but they'll try. I actually like that better than just putting Mickey James into a title match.
Yeah.
I don't,
just because she came from WWE.
This is a WWE feud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another WWE feud.
Well, that's what they're billing it around. The thing is, Tara said on Reaction that she thought that the reason she got fired from WWE was because of Mickey James, which didn't make a whole lot of sense.
That is not true at all. Tara asked for her release because she told WWE she was going to retire.
Yeah.
She's a
but
lying...
Mike is professional wrestling.
Mike, think about it.
All right, I'm
Every
sorry.
person that wants to leave WWE and go down south, as I like to put it now, they always make an excuse. Like, look at Kurt. Oh, I'm going to take some time off. A week later, there he is in TNA.
Yeah. Bull. Yeah. Anytime I see, I'm not going to TNA. Bullshit.
I thought Kurt was let go because of his pill problem.
it's like if you call a woman out for a date and she says, "Oh no, I'm rearranging my sock drawer." Meanwhile, she's going out with her girls.
Yeah,
It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
But
all
right.
I was gonna move on to the next match.
The knockout. Hold on. I'm not done with the knockout.
Go ahead.
Instead of rehashing an old WWE feud, why not when Tara won the Knockouts Championship, and Madison demanded that she turn it over, why not just have her not do that? Considering it's not like the Cena in Nexus thing, where Cena's contractually obligated to listen to Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
Madison was just saying that. Tara didn't have to give her the belt.
True, but I think
Tara could have been a face. Like, she could have said, "You know what? No." And just walked out, and then you could have actually had a progressive feuding storyline for the Knockouts Championship, where Mickie James asked Tara for a title shot, Madison gets pissed and says she demands a title shot, then you can actually have a number one contenders match on pay-per-view. When was the last time that shit happened in the Knockouts?
Yeah, I guess.
But no, instead you have a pay-per-view without one of your champions on it.
Well, this is almost like, well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say this is almost like a number one contendership, but never mind, because Tara gave up the belt. The next match...
Tara, in essence, should get a rematch.
True.
In theory.
Next match is EV2 versus Fortune. Winning team gets to fire a member of the losing team.
Where did that come from?
I have no
That
idea.
came from Rhino's contract is expiring.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's the thing. I thought it was either... I knew it was going to be someone from EV2. I was expecting. But this is the thing, like... Ric Flair's like, yeah, we won the match. Who are we gonna fire? Rhino, you're gone.
Yeah,
like wouldn't he fire like Tommy Dreamer?
The most ineffectual guy on the team.
Yeah.
The most ineffectual team in wrestling is EV2.
No, he's gonna fire Stevie Richards.
No, there you go.
See, here's what I don't get. Weren't we done with this feud? Like,
yeah,
EV2 won at the last pay-per-view. They won the Lethal Lockdown match.
Should have been over.
And that's why I'm calling it now. I'm calling this now. Rob Van Dam is part of Fortune.
I don't think so.
I'm calling it now.
I say there's a
chance.
chance.
Do you want to know why I say it?
Sure.
You want to know why I say it? Because if he's
that's
a part of Fortune,
sure.
if he's a part of Fortune, that's the reason they're not having him fight Jeff Hardy. And it was all a plan for RVD to get rid of Tommy Dreamer.
That's confusing. TNA is confusing.
Or Mick Foley, one or the other.
Another thing is, another thing that they might do is, cause I looked at the new Final Resolution poster, and it's Fortune, but it's everyone in Fortune except Douglas Williams. So
Douglas Williams isn't really there anyway.
Yeah, well,
it wasn't there in Lethal Lockdown, for fuck's sake.
No.
Well, because he had an X Division title match.
Yeah, because he had an X
Let's see. Speaking of Robbie E with Cookie against Jay Lethal, let's see if he can really go. This is when we find out. The match I saw wasn't too bad with him.
Yeah, he had a great match with Amazing, or not a great match, but he had a good match with Amazing Red.
Yeah. No, I have no problem with the actual with Rob Echoes.
With the wrestling.
No,
with Rob Echoes and Becky Bayless. I have no problem with them. I just think the gimmick's fucking retarded.
Yeah, that's all we've really...
Because it's, like, one of the things they say when you're going into a crowd, whether or not you get good reaction or bad reaction, that's a good thing. When the fans just do not react at all, that's a sign whatever you're doing is not working. If the fans do not react at all, the Impact Zone does not do anything for them except say they're boring.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
Moving on.
I think that's more of an issue.
They don't know what the Jersey Shore is.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Jersey Shore this season in Florida?
No, because it's the Jersey Shore. It's
no.
It is.
Really?
It is in Florida, but WrestleFan, they don't care.
Yeah. That's a good point, yeah.
And this goes to why they need to travel a little bit more.
Yeah. Next up, my...
Back to the
go
show,
ahead.
Jersey Show in Florida. The fact that a show called The Jersey Shore is in Florida is fucking retarded to begin with.
Yeah. Next up, my least favorite match of the show. World Tag Team titles, Team 3D versus the Motor City Machine Guns in Team 3D's retirement match.
Hey, you better put what's about retirement.
Yeah. This is the thing. I think they will retire. However, there's a chance they won't because it's TNA. However, I think they will retire, but I damn sure know that they're not going to put over the Motor City Machine Guns. They're going to win the belts, and then they're going to leave, and they're going to vacate the belts, and they're going to have a stupid tournament or something.
Tournament!
Yeah. But why do that? Seriously. Why not just keep the belts on the Machine Guns?
Yeah, I agree.
It's TNA.
I know. I don't even think that's TNA's fault. Do you really think Brother Ray is going to put anyone over?
Nope. Devon will take the fall.
I don't mean like that, but not just pin-wise. Like, is he going to even allow them to win the match?
They just re-signed a multi-year deal to TNA because
that doesn't mean
did not want Bubba Ray Dudley back in their company.
True, but that doesn't mean completely that they'll be working as wrestlers, does it? Because I mean, they could be great They have a wrestling school.
WrestleFan, you're speaking in logic terms. Remember, this is TNA we're talking about. I've learned my lesson with this.
All right, guys, we need to move on. Finally, Mr. Anderson, Jeff Hardy. I think it'll be a decent match.
Which will not be happening.
Which will not be. Oh, because he's injured.
Spoilers.
Oh, please.
Whatever.
I could tell you another spoiler match, but you'd get pissed off at me. Do you want me to tell you the other match? No. You want me to tell you? It's really fun. You're gonna love it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
No, it's just
message it to me or something.
It's so covered. All right, so there's that. Okay, we gotta wrap up here, guys. So let's learn. WrestleFan, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
Oh shoot, I learned that we're actually ending at 9:00, so I will be watching the Goldust Oksana wedding.
9:00 your time.
And he will be crying his eyes out because the Lithuanian dream will now be a golden shower.
Whoa! Whoa!
What? Like a wedding shower?
It's like disturbing. Shower thing?
Yeah, Mike. That's totally what you meant.
WrestleFan.
I love how WrestleFan's the one disgusted with Mike.
You are perverted. God,
man. All right, and Hot Wheels. What did you learn from wrestling this week?
I've learned from wrestling this week that WWE finally came out with an awesome game that I'm enjoying way too much.
That I need to rent. Thank you for reminding me.
Fantastic. Mad Mike, what'd you learn from the wrestling?
I learned Hot Wheels steals my shit.
Oh.
No,
Hey, is that a black thing?
Yes.
How is that a black thing?
You know why it's a black thing.
No, I'm not sure.
Sorg, black people steal. I'm joking. White people steal a lot more than black people.
That is true.
Look at TNA. They stole everything from WCW.
Damn Italian. Vince Russo.
Okay.
Damn
the other thing.
The Italians are slimy fucks.
Wow. Wow, Waffle Boy.
I just wanted to make sure we offended everyone on the show this week.
Equal opportunity offenses, and
by the way, we also hate people from Australia and Antarctica.
And all of you guys, and all of them can email us at goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com. Just to make sure about that. But seriously, what'd you learn?
I learned that the WWE finally realized that R-Truth's new song sucks. Because when he was coming down to the ring, he tried to insert the words "What's up" into his new song because no one wants to A, get bunk, B, get crunk, or C, any one of the above.
When he was talking to John Cena, I posted on Twitter, R-Truth, I have no idea what you just said.
Man, that's because you're racist.
I am not right. You're the one that said that black people steal.
And then I said white people steal.
Oh my god.
Sorg, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
Oh, I don't even know at this point, man.
Don't make it a black joke.
No. I learned oddly from wrestling. I learned the thing that wasn't involving wrestling. That WWE can still put on a 4-minute awkward promo that will make me laugh my ass off, as they did with Vince. I heard it got some response in the media, and I have not seen any of it yet. But they got what they wanted, that's for sure. As far as that goes, we'll see if the elections kind of turn around here. As we look one more time at the polls.
I forgot.
We're looking
I believe it's 52-47.
Thank you. I wasn't going to read that. With 16% in, of course, Blumenthal is being projected the winner in this, but it's getting tighter.
It is tight.
There you go.
Look, I was looking at the one you said you're upset with was the PA one. Was about the governor. I saw what you meant.
Stupid honorado.
Prince Magus.
Oh wait, no, they changed it. Well, actually, it's 50-50 in the governor race in Pennsylvania right now, with 34% in. So it is a tight race going on. PA. It is a dead heat, ladies and gentlemen. So
breaking news: we will stay here with coverage until the night is long.
No, we're not.
We will not stay here at all. We will leave you hanging.
Yes, no. After this commercial from our sponsor, Stupid Asians. Oh, that's not nice.
That's not nice at all.
It's not nice at all, Riz.
Riz.
I'm yelling at him for it.
I see you're yelling at. Yeah, okay.
Prince Magus. God damn it! I'm trying to say what fans learned.
Oh, okay.
Fans learn things, and we need to alert people what they learned.
Okay.
So that they can learn.
Can I finish?
Teach me.
I finish?
Teach me.
Is this Democratic National Party or can I finish? That's my rostro, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, that's old
Very
school.
good.
That's old school. WrestleFan doesn't know what that's about.
I don't know about clapping.
He doesn't even know Ross Perot.
You don't even know Ross Perot. You don't know the charts. You don't know about the original change. You don't know about the accountability.
You don't know how to
thought he was the Purdue chicken guy.
Though I know about Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee's Playhouse, when I was born 3 years after it was canceled.
One other thing I learned, speaking of Pee Wee, Pee Wee should not talk about his pee. Isn't that what got him in trouble in the first place?
He was so, yeah.
All right, that's
anyway,
on that note, guys.
No, Sorgatron! People learn things!
Oh, what'd they learn?
People learned! Prince Magus learned that it's a sad state for the roster when I don't even think twice when R-Truth is in the main event of freaking Raw. And Riz learned that WrestleFan knows what a golden shower is, and he is scared of that.
He should be.
Awesome, guys. Please.
I know, I'm scared of him.
Please check us out over here. We're at, you can find more of this fun stuff over at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or Twitter us at Mayhem Show. Of course, drop us an email at goodtimes
at
WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Drop us a phone call at 412 206-WMS0. And of course, please check us out. We're on youtube.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show, SorgatronMedia.com for all the stuff we're working on here. And, we're WrestlingMayhemShow.bliptv.com. And we're also on iTunes and video and audio feeds, and on your Roku player if you got one of those. And I hear a rumor we're on the new Boxy Box, but we'll have to see about that. Hey, go over to SorgatronMedia.com or check out the Music Fun Time Show. We're giving away prizes. We got the new Head PE album, Truth Rising. I don't know if it's even out yet, to be honest. I have to double check. I think it came out last week. But we got a couple of these in, so we're going to be giving one away on the Twitter. Please stay tuned to SorgatronMedia.com for details on that in the coming, hours, hopefully. But that'll be, yes.
There's also a contest on Wrestling Mayhem.
And there is a contest on WrestlingMayhemShow.com to remind you of the T-shirt contest where now let me get this straight. You have to design your own T-shirt, buy it off Spreadshirt, and get a picture with it to send it in, right?
Yes. The shirts are $15.
Okay.
Roughly, right?
Okay.
Right.
Roundabout, depending on what you make.
So
I think you can get down to 10.
If you buy a shirt for about $15 and it impresses me, I will either send you a DVD, posters. There will probably be some sort of combo deal where you'll get a DVD and posters.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky people. And if you really, really, really impress me,
we'll send you wrestling.
I will send someone.
No.
I will send someone. Hold on.
Don't send me, please.
My autograph from The Miz and Eve from Comic-Con. If someone really impresses me and really just blows my mind with the shirt design that you make, in other words, make it about me.
This is like a rolling
or
contest.
be Juggalo Jamie.
I want to say Mad Mike is running this contest independent of the Wrestling Mayhem Show in case it goes wrong.
In case it goes haywire. We have no liability.
Fine. I'm running this independently. How could go wrong, Sorg? We just said black people steal things.
No, you said
Which,
that.
by the way, do not make that shirt.
that will not win you. Okay, that will not give you.
That's one shirt I'm outlawing right now.
Mike, can I sit there and I'll make a shirt that says I'm taking the porch monkey back.
No, because that gimmick was already done by its Clerks too.
That's true.
I know.
And anything that
It's still
reuses
funny.
a gimmick automatically gets like a no.
Yeah.
Then you just bought a shirt.
Then you just have that shirt and it's yours. Excellent. Go check out all the details for that is over on WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Tell your friends. Tell your friends about us. Go check us out.
Tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your wives, tell your husband.
Tell your mistresses.
I'm rewarding everyone out there.
Because they steal everything I hear.
It's been a fun Wrestling Mayhem show. We are scheduled to speak with the Nasty Boys next week on this program. So
Pity City!
So stay tuned for that. And it looks like we're going to be talking to, some weeks after that, somebody from Lucha Libre USA, who's going to have season 2s being taped in December of their program for MTV2. So stay tuned for that. We'll have details up on the Twitter stream as we
Sending
discover.
questions for the Nasty Boys.
Sending questions to the Nasty Boys. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
These guys are former WWE and WCW Tag Team Champions. One of them is best friends with Hulk Hogan. We can ask Brian Knobbs if he has a cripple cart.
I'm kind of afraid to ask about the cripple cart, to be honest.
I am too.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
But if we blame it on a fan...
Blame it on the cripple. Me.
Yes.
Oh, man.
That's our liability because the cripple sent it.
Yes.
Listen,
awesome.
This man over here is in a wheelchair. Please answer his question. And they can't. Yeah, they're the Nasty Boys though, so you never know. You never know.
It'd be like our own little Make-A-Wish.
Although we gotta work.
God.
We gotta work on the camera angle.
Make-A-Wish.
Oh God, we're out of here. It's the Wrestling Mayhem Show 243. We'll see you guys next week. We've offended everybody. Oh my God.
Thank you for listening to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Please subscribe to our iTunes streams and blog at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Email us at goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com or call us with any comments at 412-206-WMS0. We love to hear from our fans, and who knows, maybe you'll make it onto the show.
The Wrestling Mayhem Show was recorded live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in front of a live internet audience, and is a production of Sorgatron Media.
You can be part of the show as we record live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on TalkShoe.com and Eastern.tv.